Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Thursday. Got the public betting guide for all the major sports today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells, and yeah, we'll hop in it. Panthers and Bears, 70% of the money on the Panthers plus 3.5, 93% of the money on the under 38.5, and then 68% of the money on the Bears money line. College football. Virginia, Louisville, 94% of the money on Louisville minus 20.5, 83% of the money on that over 50.5, and then 75% of the money on Virginia money line. Southern Miss in Louisiana, 73% of the money on Southern Miss plus 9.5, 67% of the money on the under 53, and then 91% of the money on Southern Miss money line. NBA, Bucks and Pacers, 89% of the money on the Bucks minus 2.5, 98% of the money on the over 240.5, then 58% of the money on the Bucks money line. Hawks and Magic, 96% of the money on the Hawks minus 3.5, 96% of the money on the under 231.5, and then 94% of the money on the Hawks money line. College basketball. See, I'll go over some of the matchups I covered. James Madison versus Kent State. 78% of the money on Kent State minus 3.5. 82% of the money on the over 149.5. And then 76% of the bets are on Kent State money line. Southern Indiana versus Michigan State. 62% of the money on Michigan State minus 30.5. And then 88% of the money on that over 144.5. Let's see. Western Kentucky, Wichita State, 69% of the money on Wichita State minus 7, then 52% of the money on Western Kentucky money line. Let's see. Lindenwood and Iowa State, 70% of the money on Lindenwood plus 33.5, and then 80% of the money on the over 132.5. USC and Cal Bakerfield, 71% of the money on Cal Bakerfield plus 25.5, then 63% of the money on that over 138.5. St. Mary's in New Mexico, 88% of the money on St. Mary's minus 5.5, 93% of the money on that under 142.5, and then 98% of the money on St. Mary's money line. And then Northern Kentucky and Washington, 51% of the money on Northern Kentucky plus 14.5. Then we'll go to NHL. We've got the Wild and Rangers. 56% of the bets are on the Rangers minus 1.5. 97% of the money on that over 6. Then 81% of the money on the Wild money line. Blackhawks and Lightning. 77% of the bets are on the Lightning minus 1.5. 77% of the money on the under 6.5. Then 54% of the money on the Lightning money line. The Canucks and Senators, 54% of the bets are on the Canucks plus 1.5. 96% of the bets are on the over 6.5. And then 98% of the money on the Canucks money line. Canadiens and Red Wings, 60% of the money on the Canadiens plus 1.5. 77% of the money on the under 6.5. Then 89% of the money coming in on the Red Wings money line. Islanders and Bruins, 85% of the bets are on the Bruins minus 1.5, 67% of the money on that over 5.5, and then 91% of the money on the Bruins money line. Stars and Blue Jackets, 69% of the bets are on the Stars minus 1.5, 65% of the money on that over 6, then 88% of the money on the Stars money line. Coyotes and Blues, 59% of the bets are on the Coyotes plus 1.5, 95% of the money on that under 6.5, and then 99% of the money's on Coyotes money line. Predators and Jets, 54% of the bets are on the Jets minus 1.5, 53% of the money on that under 6.5, and then 94% of the money on the Jets money line. Kraken and Avalanche, 86% of the bets are on the Avalanche minus 1.5, 86% of the money on that under 6.5, and then 72% of the money on the Kraken money line. Penguins and Kings, 89% of the money on the over 6.5, and then 91% of the money on the Kings money line. Then the Oilers and Sharks, 93% of the money on the Oilers minus 1.5, 78% of the money on that over 6.5, and then 90% of the money on the Oilers money line. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Thursday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Friday. Have a good one.